Alright y'all, San Andreas stars Dwayne Johnson, Carla Gugino, Alexandra Daddario, and Paul Giamatti. Now San Andreas is basically about Ray, a rescue chopper pilot making his way from Los Angeles to San Francisco in order to save his daughter from a series of massive earthquakes. Now for me, going into a disaster film, I'm looking for a few simple things. For one, the movie should at least attempt for the situations and solutions to be somewhat realistic. Two, I'd prefer it to not be laughably ridiculous or downright boring. And above all, in a disaster film, the destruction and mayhem has to look good. Now in my opinion, I thought this movie delivered on all three. Now because The Rock is The Rock, and his character is a rescue pilot, it automatically to me adds validation as to why he's able to do or know some of the things he does in this movie. Now I was always entertained and never bored. There is some brief character backstory, but when it's time for action, this movie brings it. Now I will admit, I'm no scientist, so I can't say that the situations and solutions that Ray comes to are the most realistic. But hey, let's be real, there's been more unbelievable things that happened in California.
Ladies and gentlemen, the governor of the state of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger!
Speaking of realism, this is a disaster movie, and I'm gonna keep it real. Now the writing for San Andreas is not that complex, so with that said, this movie can probably go down on record for having the most convenient answers to our hero's problems within walking distance at all times. These earthquakes really stand no chance against The Rock. Dwayne basically steps to the quakes and says, "Stay the fuck out of my way," in order to protect his family. But there's one thing that I think that gets overlooked in disaster films, and that's the acting. We often get caught up in the action, but we forget that the actors and actresses still have to sell us on the idea that their lives are in peril in order for us to stay invested in the film. And I thought all the key players in San Andreas did that real well. Now I don't know about you, but over the previous years I've started to take note that The Rock has become a better and more serviceable actor with each role that he takes on. Snitch and Faster are two movies that can attest to that. And in this movie he does pull off some heartfelt and emotional moments. All in all, I had a great time with San Andreas, and I think it's a spectacle worthy of seeing on the silver screen. I'm giving San Andreas a 3.5 out of 5. As always, let me know what you thought about my review. Have you heard of this movie? Were you thinking about seeing this movie? Comment below, like, subscribe. Other than that, I'm out.